All right, you guys, it's the one and only Christopher Bruce here again. I just had some amusing ideas while walking into the store and relating to the chaining thing and stuff like that. Like in my situation, you could play games with people in this reality. Like when someone's being brutally victimized in their life, you know, and you see them being bullied, like bullied by the government or the police or healthcare and stuff like that, being wronged relentlessly, you could like work together as a people and like use your resources and your influence and your technology and stuff like that to play interesting little like cuckolding type games between the victim and the bully. Yeah, like what you could do is like in my situation with the mind control crap, I don't know how they do it. It could have something to do with that scar behind my ear or whatever. Maybe they give me a Neuralink years ago or something, or when I was a child. I don't fucking know. Because I've had like hair thick enough where you couldn't see the scar, but then once I started shaving it really tiny, you could see the faint scar behind my ear. You know, and it's like I don't know who's doing the mind control crap. As far as I can tell, there's multiple sources. There's like gods or something in this reality. Multiple gods, as far as I can tell, mind controlling people, as well as maybe tech people as well. And I don't know for sure if every single person in this country is a fucking retarded piece of shit or not. I mean, they certainly seem manipulative and deceptive based on what I've seen. The people I've been forced to encounter in my life, yeah, the ones who would pretend to be your friend and stuff like that, and have cryptic names and whatever. But you could play a game with people where you play like an internet game or something like that. Like you could sit there and use the power of suggestion type thing to test the intelligence of bullies and stuff like that, where you could link things together, you know, like that chaining thing we were talking about in earlier videos, where you give them one hint, and if they figure it out and pay attention, then you move on to another hint, which is another link in the chain, and you just sit there and keep creating a massive fucking chain that like, and then what they do with the information can determine whether you give them more hints or not. Like if they're a good-spirited person or a manipulative evil person or something, you could make them go in the opposite direction and give them negative information and negative ideas and stuff like that. Yeah. Like in my situation, I'd go on the internet in the past and I'd see a little hint or a clue or something. And once I started realizing I was being mind controlled, I was like, holy shit, you know, what the hell's going on? And then started learning about cryptography and stuff like that. Then I started noticing the Cyber stuff about a year or so ago. And it was like getting ideas about chaining ideas to videos, like like writing, like language arts and stuff like that. Like you write a letter and then chain it to some clip art and then chain it to a song and create like a multi-warhead rocket bomb or something, like a psychological multiple warhead rocket bomb to fire at pieces of shit about like with truth, logic, and common sense and stuff like that. You know? And as I did that, I noticed that people started creating more and more like cyber ammo. Like the more I would fire information at all the filth on the internet, they'd create more and more people, like social media influencers, celebrities, and stuff like that, either knowingly or unknowingly, I don't know, creating cyber ammo that you could link to, like assembling links, you know, like they'd throw out a handful of links at you and you would assemble it into a chain and then bind the scumbags even tighter. Yeah, it's kind of I think it's interesting. I think it's kind of cool. I mean, if they didn't do the rape and mutilation thing and the scarring me like Jesus and leaving me disabled and keeping me prisoner in the country and denying me justice, freedom, and recompense, if they weren't doing shit like that, it could be a funny game to like get revenge against bullies by like binding them in like really cool psychological chains and then casting them in the bottomless pit as a loser that just gets worse and worse and worse for all eternity. Yeah, but I think it's really cool stuff. Like there's been a lot of like the family that I was put with, the Barringtons and stuff like that, they don't seem to give a shit about me, anyone, or anything. Not even themselves, you know, like they'll just use people, you know, like sort of like how I'd use the mother, yeah, because I mean, well, fuck, I've tried to get her like numerous times to like help me get a passport or something, or help me get justice, freedom, and recompense, and she seems to act like a fucking enemy. So it's like, well, fine, fuck you, I'll put on my Cyborg fucking, also assemble some Cyborg chains with my personality and be like, here's some fake fucking smiles for you too, bitch. Yeah, but it might be kind of funny to do stuff like that. To like, and what I was thinking earlier is you could use that method to determine the true nature of a person's mind, whether they're like a sinister, evil pervert or if they're guilty of crimes and stuff like that. Yeah, you could Cyborg them in like a multiple faceted way to see like how they react, like if they start blushing or if they get nervous or freaking they stop going outside and stuff like that. Like in my situation, I stopped going outside like a year ago because these people were like being really fucking fucked up, you know. And it was like there's someone moving things around, people somehow coming into the apartment. I'd unplug the router when I'd go to bed, and then someone would plug it in while I was sleeping. So I started pegging the door shut and stuff like that. But like most people in this situation, you could like put them in a situation, and whether they like start withdrawing from society completely and stuff like that, you could, or you know, like stop going on the internet, stop doing this, stop doing that, whatever. Yeah, you could start to you could start to gauge whether they're truly like demented, evil, retarded creeps or something like that, or if they're just corrupted by like whatever the hell is out there in reality. Yeah. Anyway, it could be a funny game to like deploy against truly sick in the head bullies and stuff like that. Like just piece of shit fucking people. Just bind them in those psychological chains and just keep like spamming them on the internet. You could use social media applications and stuff like that, custom made social media applications, and control their flow of information they get related to like the crimes they commit or the people they've abused in their life and stuff like that. Like you could spam them with like fake celebrity names and stuff like that. Like if you've wronged someone named Chris, you could create a bunch of celebrities on TV like Chris Evans, Chris Pratt, Chris Hemsworth and stuff like that. Yeah, you could just keep spamming the name Chris all over, like to the victims of the people they fucking wronged. So they're constantly thinking about the people they've wronged in their fucking life. Yeah. But anyway, I just thought it could kind of be a cool idea while I was outside. Like you could play all kinds of really cool like psychological games with bad spirited people, like really manipulative, greedy piece of shit, evil politicians or like cops and stuff like that, and things like that. I mean, it could be an amusing game to just like laugh at people while you watch them fucking squirm and stuff like that. Yeah. But anyway, there you go.